My God, we're recording it.
It's fucking live. First of all, we are officially and unofficially meeting after so long. This is like
Yeah, this is like 4 years in the making after my
4 years, 4 years in the making. And also, one more thing that I realized, like you were off social media, so there was
Yeah, no, I was like, you know what? Like, I think I was just going to, like, you know what, Instagram and stuff like that. I never really liked posting on Instagram because, like, it was all just selfies and stuff like that. So I felt like I
yeah,
had nothing to really give on social media. Like,
yeah,
not really like that important to give on social media. So, like, and you always feel like in competition with people in the weirdest way. Like,
yeah.
with social media. So I was just like, took like, right. Well, I tell you the truth I'll tell you the
Yeah,
nitty gritty since we're on a podcast.
yeah.
Um, so I had a few like addictions going on.
Okay.
So, like at one point, like let's make this juicy straight away. Let's
Yeah.
type this podcast up.
No, that's good. Yeah. That's how we kick off. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so like I literally had an addiction. Like so, I had like an addiction to Zimmos, like which is like sleeping tablets. And like
Hmm.
so I was like living in hostels and stuff like that. So there wasn't like stuff to really like that I wanted to share out there. Um,
Okay.
and then like as I said, living in hostels, so like it wasn't like the most glamorous of
Hmm.
lifestyles. So no shade to anyone in hostels because like I've been there myself. Like, but and then like as well, I was like smoking a lot of weed, so it wasn't really like arsed with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, but now I've given all that up. Now I'm like literally like basically sober. Like the last 4 months. Like,
Interesting. Yeah.
I have a few drinks here and there, but
Yeah.
I'm not like really a drug participator anymore.
No, but that's interesting. That's actually a good news, and we'll talk about this. This is what growth is, and this is what evolution as a person is. So let me introduce you to this legendary guest all the way from Finglas, Dublin, North Side
Yes,
Energy.
yes. From right, so originally from Finglas. People
Yeah.
probably wouldn't know my face too much, but originally from Finglas, lived in Carlow for 9 years. Shout
Oh,
out Carlow, shout out Kilbarrack, shout out New Zealand, shout out Waterford, shout out like back to Carlow, shout out back to Waterford,
interesting.
shout out all over the place, shout out all
Yeah.
over the place.
Just to let all the audience know, we are not here talking about the history of Finglas, but we are talking about the modern Finglas. And
Yeah,
it's a strong community, big personality. It has a proper Dublin grit.
it does.
The good thing about what I felt about Finglas was when I meet people who are from Finglas, I don't know what's there in that location, but it builds character. It somewhere
Yeah,
builds resilience
it's
and
like my cousin, like one of my cousins actually said, like to me, brother, like that's where the devil lives. Like,
ooh,
yeah,
yeah,
no, like, because like, no, you can like, but like that doesn't. That's not a bad thing though. Like, it
yeah,
does. It's like character development. Like,
absolutely,
100%, like character developments. Like, I remember, like on my road, like I was like living in Ballygall Perez, and
yeah,
there's a good, the way you were saying, like it's like basically it's a big community. Like
yeah.
there's a strong sense of community there, and like so people do have each other's back there. Like so there's
Yeah,
no shame in that. No shame in that. Like people do have each other's backs around there. And I worked in Tesco Clearwater, so shout out Tesco.
yeah,
Um, shout out Tesco Thomas Street as well. Um,
interesting. Yeah,
yeah. So there's definitely like, and anyone that you meet from Finglas, they're always sound. Like always sound.
yeah. That's it.
Including
It's
me.
good, and then it's interesting. And it's what happens is when you come from a place which has, like I said, it has so many characters and so much is happening around the corner, so it builds so much storytelling. Like if
Yeah.
you just move out of the town, you just move out of the house, and there's conversations going on, and it's just a story to tell. That what happened last week. Like
Yeah,
I just moved I met that lad, and then bro, he went to prison the other day, and there's
yeah,
just
he
so
went
much
to
happening.
prison. Got locked up the other day.
No, absolutely. So, like we said, you're from Finglas, and while it's been 4 years that I've spoken to you. Now, as much as I know you, just for the audience, that Aoife is definitely soft-spoken, like calm energy, and
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. It's
no,
true. It's
no,
true.
100%. But here's the twist: don't mistake quiet for clueless. There's a little.
Oh,
there's there's a little she knows
yeah.
something that we don't about her. I have an image of the person that you are, even for president, and then like you said, you went through few things in the last 4 years, and there's an evolution that's happening. So there might be so many changes that would have come around your personality as well. But I completely, this is for sure, this is not a praise, but I know that you are super intelligent when you have that, you're a proper switched on
Man, you
person.
make me blush.
the,
You make me
the
blush.
no, honestly, you're the kind of person, who listen quietly and then drop one line that makes you rethink your whole perspective. That kind of smart. That it's
Really? You know what? I never
absolutely.
got that compliment before, but I'm gonna take that in. I'm gonna
No,
take
and
that
that's
in.
and that's a more of a compliment. That's also an input, because that's one of your superpower. Like as a content creator, as well as something who is getting into the artistry line, there has to be some USPs, and that is one of your USP, that you know your stuff, and now you are getting into your independent music era. So
Yeah, the
congratulations, Rafi.
era, new era. Here we come. Hey.
So, how you got into this, how all of a sudden the switch came that you want to do rap, and then how you came up with your first rap writing, and how this
Yeah.
reprimand song came out.
Right. So, like, say, like, what flipped the switch was like, so I had been in a relationship for 7 months, and I
Okay.
realized that, like, I kept on putting music on the, like, music and creativity on the back burner because I thought to myself, like, like that the boy is going to be embarrassed, like the man is going to be embarrassed, like if I start rapping and stuff like that, like they're going to be cringed out. I used to care a lot about like what, like, the mail company that I keep would be embarrassed and cringed out by what I do. And like, so I was also like the psychosis. Like anytime I got into a psychosis, like so I've been open about this with Avinav, like where I've had three cannabis induced psychoses. And the first one, like I got really into rapping, but it didn't make sense because like you're
Yeah.
in a state of delusions and hallucinations, and what you're
Yeah.
saying doesn't really add up. So back to the breakup, like I had broken up with like an ex, like, and it was like really heartbreaking. So I was like, you know what? F this. I'm gonna go in my own stride. I'm gonna start, rapping, everything like that. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna like make something out of myself. So
Yeah.
like, and like it's just like as well, like, if you care so much about like what other people think, when you think about it, you're in the grave by yourself. At the end of the day, you're done when you're dead, and
Yeah.
no, it's never too late. It's never too late. So like, say like the first rap that I wrote was like Discourage Me, and like
Okay.
so it was like a real funky beat. I wish I knew how to play it on this. Like, but it was like a real funky beat, and like I was like just with my brother Carl, and like we were just like spinning off each other. Like, he was like
Yeah.
Ballymun, like 'cause my brother's from Ballymun, so he was like Ballymun in the sun, and like I was like
Interesting.
basis on daily basis, and like so we were just like at the time we were smoking weed together, bouncing off each other, and like so we wrote something there. And then like I put on the back burner, got into a course for music, didn't take it because I just didn't feel I was ready. And then then I watched the Leets and Young K bar session.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was like watching that, and like I seen the way Leeds does her wordplay. Like if
Yeah.
you want beef, come to my house. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like there has like I started reading Law of Attraction, The Secret, Rhonda Byrne, started
Yeah.
getting into it there. And
Yeah.
like, so I was like, you know what? Like if I understand what she's doing there with her words, like so it's wordplay. So I'm gonna try and like write something similar, but like obviously you can't mirror her energy, yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you're
Hmm.
it's
But
hard to
see,
compare energy.
that's where I, from an audience perspective, I differ. That it's energy is something like, see, there's the thing. First thing first, it's we are talking about, with you. We are talking about Irish rap,
Yeah,
and Irish rap comes the second layer. The first layer is we are talking about rap. Okay.
yeah,
Now, as we know, rap is it's an abbreviation that we call about rhythm and poetry.
yeah. Actually, yo,
So it's rhythm
I
and
didn't even
poetry.
know that. Rhythm and
No, but like,
poetry,
no, people
rhythm
don't know.
and
Like,
poetry.
no, I don't. I know. People don't know. Like, it's probably, it might not even be the right thing, but the way we know rap is rhythm and poetry, and that's why, when back in other countries where rap is a culture, we
Yeah,
always tell that do not confuse rap artists with singers. There's always a
yeah,
conflict. So there's always a conflict because, oh, he doesn't sing well, he's often, oh, hold on, it's rhythm and poetry. He understands beats, he understands rhythm, and
yeah,
he puts the verse and the poetry in between. So for a rap artist to express himself or herself, the poetry matters a lot, the writing matters a lot. And that's where probably I connect as an audience. Like, if I can connect with the writing, the energy that you bring on the table comes on the other stage of music creation. Like, then the beat mixing and stuff, the way you're presenting it, the
yeah,
presentation comes later. But once you know the lyrics, at times you might not feel the energy through a video because it's Spotify, it's just the beats, and then
yeah,
you hit the lyrics. And so what happens with a good thing about rapping and the other songs that you listen to is, rap actually hits some of the elements of the society as well. Like, probably you can talk about social inequality, you can talk about street life, you can talk about
yeah.
identity struggles. There's so much to talk about. And
100%. Like even like kneecap, like the amount of like work that they've done like for like Palestine, and they actually want to like apparently they like donated to like I know that there's like a divide up in Northern Ireland, so we won't talk too much about that. But
yeah,
like they donated like to the opposite side's charity or something like that. Like I heard something like
interesting.
that. So they're all about like wanting to actually bring people together. People are getting them misconstrued sometimes, So
Yeah.
like so yeah,
No,
sorry.
but so again, on to no, to praise you on this. Like, what's your process of writing? Like, are you more of a pen person? I am more of a pen person. Like, it's always pen is in
You
my
know
hand.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah, like that's interesting because it's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. Like,
yeah,
so say sometimes if I'm just like looking to write something quick, like, and I just like need to write something, I'll write it on my phone. Like, cause
yeah.
like BeatStars has this thing where you can have your lyric pad open, you can do your rhyme search and stuff like that. So like you can write on BeatStars to the beat while it's playing, like so it's not too complicated. But sometimes I do like I write more when I'm actually writing with a pen. Like I'll write
Mm.
like A forces if I'm writing with a pen, and I think it's more like what would you call it, like authentic, like when you're just like write like it brings it back to the old days, like writing with a pad.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
so
It's
I actually what, and they say that like if you write with a blue pen that it's like there's all meant to be this like psychology behind writing with a
oh
blue pen.
really?
Yeah, there's been like
I didn't know this.
apparently
Okay.
like it's like how like writing with a red pen is meant to be bad luck or it's meant to be rude or something like that. But like
Oh,
writing,
interesting. Okay.
yeah, so there's meant to be stuff like apparently like now I don't know how like we'll have to search up the facts about that.
uh,
That's what I heard.
No, that's interesting. That's interesting. Could be a reason because, yeah, again, every brain works differently, and that's why, I always have two pens. There's one blue, there's one other color. It's just a highlighter in my head that this is something important and this is something I have to come back to. It's just the way I create structures in
Yeah.
my head. And but then again, this is not an artistry thing. This is more of a, it's more of my cognitive ability of, just to process the information. But for a musician, like, this is something that probably, at times I feel, because I'm not a writer, there are so many things that I want to express. There's so
Yeah.
many things that I want to talk about, but a writer can, they can formulate a poetry and they can just release it out. And that's
Straight
where I feel
away.
that that your writing is so good, that you can send out the message, and then you can crux it as well. Like, at times I take so many words to express my feelings. I'll probably take 100 words to express one line,
You
which you
know
can
what?
just.
You
Yeah.
know what, Avina? Like, if you like, honestly, like, because anyone can like actually, like, anyone can do it the way I do it. Like, so if you just listen to a beat, sometimes the
Yeah.
words, like, depending on the beat, sometimes the words will just flow to you. Like,
Hmm.
you'll just get this creative spark. You don't need no CBD, you don't need no THC, you don't need no indicativa. You can
Yeah.
just like create it, like, you can be creative without all these like drugs and stuff like that. You don't need like,
Yeah.
the best thing for you is just the natural elements, like
Yeah.
water, your air, your fire, everything like that. Like
Interesting.
your fire in your stomach, like, so, like, things will just like natural, like, sometimes when you hear a beat, sometimes you want to write like, so say, have you ever, let me turn this around on you.
Yeah.
So have you ever heard a beat and just felt like you knew some sort of like words that kind of coming to you, or you see a visual in your mind? Like, would you ever see a music video even in your head when you're
So
listening?
I'll tell you. It's a fascinating topic that we are touching. The way my brain works is completely different. I actually reverse engineer stuff. So what happens is when I'm listening to a song, there have been times I only focus on one instrument. Like I can just listen to the
Ooh,
sound of electric guitar. That's it. Like that's a riff, that's a riff,
yeah.
and then I just start focusing there. And then there are some drum beats that I actually start creating the patterns that, and
Oh,
I can
buddy,
just
yeah.
listen that, yeah, it's just
We
we will. So, yeah, so there have been times that I was not listening to the lyrics. I was just going with the
Yeah,
pattern. And then when I listen to another song, like what you just said, that if you listen to the beat, I actually connected back to, oh damn, this is that song. And then I can just make the bass pattern, and then this. So that's how my brain works when it comes to music. I create patterns somehow. I don't know, this is linked to
that's
that, this
cool.
is linked
Like,
to
no,
that.
but I'd be like interested to pick at your brain in that sense then, because like I'd want, like, say, I remember like in music when I was like 13, like in music class, like I think I was like 13, 14 in music class, and they'd be asking what instrument is playing in
Yeah.
this sequence or whatever, and you're just like, I actually couldn't tell you, could not
Yeah.
tell you
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if that's a violin or a oboe, like.
Yeah. No, but that's how, and this actually, puts me to a different conversation that I want to do. It's about the knowing the audience as well. Now, first thing, a tough thing for you, how much I know Irish market and Irish audience, it's very limited. Now, as an artist, if you want to grow, you'll have to expand your audience to UK at least, because there's,
UK, I'm telling you.
yeah.
Telling you, like, that is so true. That is actually so true. Because like I'm actually planning on moving to Liverpool like next year. Like, so I can,
Damn, yeah.
can you imagine being in Liverpool?
Liverpool was the thing. I told you. I think that
Liverpool,
we
Miami.
were we were chatting on Instagram. The only thing is, Irish accent is so thick for me. But if a Scouse accent comes, like it's like a
Yeah,
bevy, and then oh, it's so tough. Like I don't know how good your Scouse accent is. Like it's for me, it's
Scouse.
just
If you want beef, come to my house. Like, fucking, that was like me really trying.
no, you did it well. Like that's how we used to practice. That if we can say, "Can I have a chicken and coke?" if we can
Yeah, I was checking on the corner of the wall.
chicken and coke. So that's
Me
the
and
only.
you just like from like climbing the tree, just like trying to protect our like Liverpool accents.
so
Scouse,
so yeah,
scouse.
but it's house lads. So see, that's again the thing. Now, the way you write rap, one is the writing, and then the kind of audience who listen to you.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Have you thought through this, or is it only right now? There are two ways you're looking your career in music. One is you just want to express what's there inside you, your story, and then you'll probably think that someone will connect with my writing, someone in the audience will have the same story as mine, and then your music will reach the masses. Or you flip it, that there are so many topics that you want to pick, that there's a girl in Liverpool, her life story is this, there's a boy, there's a lad, there's youth couple, and then you create music out of it. So how does your brain work in writing?
So like say I won't actually think about the audience too much, because like I don't really like, I feel like I still like I have like 110K views off one like little snippet on like Instagram.
Yeah.
I like want to bill it in the sun, but I can't bill it and all that.
Yeah.
Like, which I thought was like a very clever line.
Yeah, that's a
Um
clever line. Yeah.
but like I suppose it's like more from like my own stories and stuff like that. I think in time,
Mm.
like I will flip
Mm.
it and I will be talking about like there's that fella like say like DWN and like sorry ma, he talks about like
Mm.
that man under the subway and I can't complain.
Yeah.
So I feel like I will bring it more on the outside perspective, but for now it's like from an inner perspective. Um
Yeah.
so like as like in time like I'll start like writing about like the outer perspective, but for now it's just like the inner perspective. Like I write so many raps like in my
Yeah.
spare time that like and like sometimes you're writing from a different like from a character's mind, like if that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like
Absolutely. It makes sense. Yeah.
where you have like a different like it's like an alter ego, like like in Split, like there's Patricia, like you know
Yeah.
I have my own Patricia. So
Yeah.
and she comes out of the studio. She comes out of the studio for sure.
No, that's 100% right. And it's, again, see, this puts me in the perspective that one, there are so many artists who also feel like this, that, and there is talent as well. But somewhere, now this is coming from a perspective of, because I've lived in Dublin, how good and supportive your community is, like
Oh,
in terms of like how's the distribution model. Like if you create some good content, what if you're not able to distribute? Are you facing any such challenges? Like, is there a distribution problem?
like say like do you mean like is the Irish audience supportive?
Yes, likewise. Like if you, like you said, probably you'll have to join hands with a studio, someone who's creating
Oh,
the
like
beats.
you know what? Right, like so say for there, like like with the studios and like getting people on board with beats, like people who want to supply you beats and stuff like that. That is very supportive, and like say you'll get like rappers that are like supportive because like creators are supportive of other
Yeah,
creators. Like
yeah,
so say you're doing your podcast, I'm supportive of that. I'm like go, like
yeah.
like sorry for
Interesting.
the podcast, but
No, no, no. It's
like say like with I think that like I think some people will agree with me, some people won't agree with me when I say this, that like some of
yeah.
the Irish audience don't want to support you. Like
Hmm.
it is a hard like market to break, like it's like a hard audience to break into, like if that makes sense.
It
Like
definitely makes sense. Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Because like, say like some people would be like, "Oh, Scarlet for you," like you're doing that, and like people don't want to see other people doing good, and
yeah,
it's like we need to switch that narrative up because it's not fair. Like we're all gonna be dead one day, and like or
yeah,
like pass on to another life. Like several lives. Like I
yeah.
don't believe that we only have one life. I believe we're constantly creations, and like our souls live on.
No,
But
that's you're so right.
you know what I
See,
mean? Like even like say when you like say if you said to someone when you were like working in McDonald's back in the day, "Oh, I want to make a podcast." Some people would probably be like, "Oh yeah, that's so cool," and then like probably be like scarlet for 'em.
yeah,
You
absolutely.
know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like there's probably gonna be some people who are like, when we actually put this out there, like
yeah.
scared for them, but like really like go us because like we're breaking out. Do you
I'll
know?
tell you something. Now, this thing came in my mind once, that there are so many questions that at time comes, but what I've realized over the past few years is there's a thing on internet, and that's called hate watching. Like
Hate
I'm watching
watching
hate
what?
watching. It's like I'm watching you because I hate you. Like, what is she doing? Why is she doing this? But that's a viewership. You actually are
Yeah.
giving view to, and
It's like
it's
haters make you famous. That is so true.
haters make it famous, and people have started doing content which will create hate. Now I'm not aligned with this thing, but they
Yeah.
know and that, see, my podcast is all about human algorithm, and I just try to understand what goes inside a brain and what people are trying to think and how they're evolving. And I can see some patterns in people, that they're trying to create hate content so that they get
Yeah.
the negative publicity. And what
Yeah, like that's smart. That's smart marketing right there. Like it's like, yeah, I don't like, but I know exactly what you mean. Like it's just with the Irish audience. Like I've seen it, like
yeah,
where they just like they don't want to see other people doing well, and I think it's because they're like not doing so well. I think no, but you
yeah,
know what? I hate to say that because like give them grace because like there's like something that's like hitting a nerve with them,
yeah.
and it's something that's like hitting something in them that they can't express, you
Hmm.
know. Like,
Yeah,
so you know what? We'll give it grace because like it's like, we can't, like, you can't help someone like that, but like they can only help themselves. Like,
absolutely. No, no, absolutely. And this is, uh, but then again, this puts me to a different question when it comes to your personality as an artist. Now,
right.
do you have a validation addiction? Like, if you know that you are creating good content, do you still need validation that oh, why is it not clicking? Why are people not listening?
You know what? I did for a second. I actually, like, what, for a hot minute I actually did, like, for a good, I'm gonna say, you know what, rather than a hot minute, a hot week, I needed
Okay.
like validation from people. Like,
Yeah.
then I started, like, with The Secret, the Law of Attraction. So,
Okay. Yeah.
like, my sister was like filming me doing, like, I go, skits need to take my skills, all that. Like, so
Yeah.
my twin sister was filming me doing that. And like, so, like, I just started saying to her, this video is blowing, Neve, come on, we need to get outside, film more content. This video is blowing up. Like, and I said it with such conviction that,
Yeah.
like, that she started believing, oh shit, like, oh crap, like, our videos are actually blowing up. So, like, because we started it off with two funny videos. Then we said, like, you know what? We got people
Yeah.
in with funny videos. Let's get them in with like Aoife rapping. Like, so that's what we started doing. And like, so you have to believe, like,
Yeah.
it's rather than like actually external validation, validate yourself. Like, that's all that matters. Like, these other people aren't gonna be around for your grave. Like, when you die,
Absolutely.
these people won't be surrounding you. The only people that care, like, you're in the grave by yourself at the end of the day. You can only
Yeah.
validate yourself. For self validation is the best validation.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And this, see, this is where I always tell people who come from different backgrounds of creating content, be it musician, be it also designer. It's at times good things come when you don't go for validation, because what you can express is something in your brain and that needs to come out. People have questioned AI before, people have questioned internet before, people have questioned any advancement that happens. Questions will always come, and there will be times that people will not understand what you're trying to do. But then that's what the job of an artist is, that you create and then let the world decide whether they're accepting
Yeah,
this or
don't
not.
chase attract. Don't chase attract. Like, when it's like,
Yeah.
say if like my uncle says to me, like, a kettle never boils when it's scratched. And like
Oh,
that,
interesting.
you
Yeah.
know. So you don't watch it, like, so you'll be sitting there forever waiting for the kettle to boil. But if you
Yeah.
leave it, then like everything just happens naturally. You just have to let the stuff flow to you naturally.
Interesting. So now another, because we are trying to unlock your mind as well, and we are really hopeful. The kind of raps that will come out, the kind of beats that will come out. See, you've already gained one audience, and with me, I know that when I share it with people, you will gain a lot of audience. But then there will be a graph that you'll try to hit some audience. Once the threshold achieves, then you'll have to go beyond that. So you'll have
Yeah.
to touch the other brains as well. You have to unlock that mindset of audience, which probably I won't understand, you will understand as a creator. It's called fear of obscurity. So it's what scares you most, like being irrelevant or being misunderstood.
Um, being irrelevant or being misunderstood. Oh, that's a good one. Like, you know what? Being misunderstood was never a bad thing because you get understood like later down the line. So like
Yeah.
probably being irrelevant. Like, because
Yeah.
I want to say relevant, like, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna have to say,
Yeah. No, I understand.
maybe.
It's a good answer, because but that then what happens is, one of my friend used to do this, and then my next question also became a question from a real example that happened. So because we said that you being misunderstood is normal, but I don't want to become irrelevant. But there's a thing called, like, when you release an honest album, and if it alienates half of your fan base, would you still release it? Like, if it's questionable, like you were talking about
Yeah,
Palestine and
like,
stuff, like what if you want? Yeah.
like, sorry, like, yeah, you know what? Like, I think it's like like you'll gain new fans by that. Like, like,
Yeah.
say you have like these like consistent fans that are like diehard,
Yeah.
like, that, like, um And so if you're like, if your music doesn't hit with
Yeah.
one audience, it will hit with another audience, or it might become relevant later down the line where they'll pick up
Yeah.
again and they'll be like, "Oh my god, what were we missing on this?" That's their loss. That's not really your loss. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's a good thought. That's a good thought. So, no, that's interesting. And again, I'll just touch base with, one thing that I asked, because when I was there in Dublin, there was few of the events that used to happen near, I don't know, it was near Weatherspoon or Social, where artists come, and then we just used to pay like 10 euros or something, and they used to come and perform. And there were like five or six artists that used to come, they perform, and then they leave. Do you know how to get through those and then get the live audience, or are you interested in doing live performances, or you
Like,
just want to have an independent scene of releasing the videos and audio?
say like I done like one open mic, and that was in Electric Avenue in Waterford, and like so I done like that one that I was telling you about, like when me and people were like like bouncing off each other, seeing new face on a daily basis and stuff like that. So like
Hmm.
I done that one too, like a garage beat. So I got on stage there, and that was just me going in like I was Eminem or something.
That's good. Yeah, that would have.
Put
Yeah.
my name down. I'm joking. I wasn't like that. I was like, "Can you put my name down?" Like, and like,
Yeah.
so I put my name down. I put my name as Aoife for president because like
Yeah.
I didn't know what name to pick. They were like, "What's your stage name?" I was like, "What you mean?" Like, I put it down as Aoife for president, and like so I
Yeah.
did that one, and like people were coming up to me after, like fair play to them, just saying like fair play to you and everything like that.
Yeah.
So and like then like say on Instagram, like I got this request to actually
Yeah.
do like meant to be a woman reaching out to me soon, like about
Okay.
a live show in April in
Yeah.
Athlone. So I'm going to like potentially, fingers crossed, I'm going to be doing
Yeah.
like I'm going to be doing a segment, um,
Nice.
like for some of my songs like that I haven't actually released whatsoever.
Ooh.
So that would
Yeah.
be cool. That would be cool. Like I
Yeah.
like it's like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like when you get on stage and you come off, like
Yeah.
you start like this adrenaline that comes over you is like the best drug.
Yeah.
Like,
Interesting.
and
Yeah.
I mean that with best of heart. Like,
Yeah.
like it's not great to do drugs, but like if you're gonna do a drug, get the stage drug or the studio drug, where you're just
Yeah.
like on stage coming off. You feel you just feel like this light about you, like this light come around you, like it's
Yeah.
amazing.
No, it's amazing, honestly. And it's fascinating because I'm not aware of how recent or how old the Irish rap culture is. But when I talk about like my country in Asia, India, it's very new. We usually we heard American rappers, people from West. Eminem is like the legend, and then 50 Cent, and the first rap probably that I heard was Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park. Like one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard.
Oh my
That was
god, I
my
love it.
first. Like,
He's a man
that
of
was
song, time to time.
so yeah, it's Linkin Park. That's how we
Link.
were introduced to the rap. So, but now what happened was people transform and make the art of their own. Now, how the Indian rap has evolved is completely their own. Now, it came from tier one, tier two, Mumbai, Delhi, the main cities, and what they've done is they've created an underground culture.
Oh
So it's just the underground culture. It's not mainstream. They're not doing mainstream. They're just creating videos, and the community is so strong that
yeah,
once I have mixers, I have beatboxers with me. The content that I create, it goes out on YouTube, and it just gets shared. And then social media is actually a media. That's what the media coverage is, and
yeah.
it's just become their own thing. So you don't need mainstream artists, and now they're becoming so mainstream that people are actually reaching out to them. That what, your art is something that we need to highlight too.
Yeah.
So
No, like
something that I yeah, sorry.
oh no, go on, go on.
No, I was just saying that probably it's what will how I see the Irish rap culture is your community has to be really strong. Like the people you are sitting with and the people you are mixing with, they should know what's happening around, and then comes the key of distribution. Like if your music is not going out and it's not being heard by many people, it's not going to reach the masses, and you might just feel that am I making bad music or something? No, you're not. It's just not reaching the right audience.
Yeah, like what? It's like hard to even like break, like breaking the algorithm and stuff like that. Like I
Yeah,
use like, to be honest, like I think it's just all this like law of attraction stuff. Like I think you really need to believe that it's
yeah,
breaking, like that. Like like my music is blowing up. Like my video is blowing up. Like you have to
mm,
believe it with conviction, like in your head. Like like you have to believe as if it's already there.
yeah,
So, like say like even like with myself, like the way you said like underground people, like it's a strong sense of community, but there's a lot of us that are just like like including myself, like where they're just lone rangers, like
exactly.
where
Yeah,
kind of roll alone because like like even if I did like have a crew and stuff like that, it's like they're not gonna be. My thing is like I'm not gonna be in the grave with them. I'm gonna be in the grave by myself. So
yeah,
and I've always been that way, like even as a twin, like where I'd be just like a lone ranger. I went to New Zealand by myself, everything like that. Lived there for
yeah,
now. I was living with a load of hippies, but it was great crack. And like so,
yeah,
like it's
yeah,
like, you don't actually you don't. It's like people depend on other people for
yeah.
like It's like what H like like H the rapper from Manchester.
Okay. Hmm.
Like he was saying like you can't really like depend on other people. Like if you're depend like basically if you're dependent people to get where you want to be in life, you're not going to get very far. You have to go like
Absolutely.
if you want something, chase it by yourself.
Yeah,
Like run past these like a cheetah, whatever. But
yeah.
I mean,
I know, and it's yeah, it's going to be, and that's it's not coming from a podcast perspective, but it's coming from a friendly perspective because I know there are few of my friends they are getting into the stand-up scene,
all right,
and
yeah,
the acceptance is really hard at times. You feel you're funny, I feel he's funny, but then at times when the audience doesn't laugh to your joke, it's like but that should not disregard you that you are not a good artist. The sense of humor has levels of senses, and that's what
yeah,
happens
yeah.
in music as well. So you just have to find your match that, oh, this is the level, this is where we are heading to. Now again, this puts me to a very a question that I love to ask the artists who are at a certain age. It's like, so if 16-year-old Ife was listening right now, what would you tell her?
I tell her you're not going to care a lot. When you get older, you're not going to care so much.
Yeah,
Like, you know, like you always think, when you're 16 and shy in school and like, you don't have many friends, everything like that. You think like, oh my god, like, I'd be so scared to even like dance in a club by myself. I went to a club by myself and drank a can of Coke and started dancing when I was 27. So like
yeah.
16-year-old Aoife, you wouldn't give a fuck.
No, it's all right. It's
I'm
going on
gonna
to
give a fuck. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, actually,
yeah.
let me ask you that question. What would you tell yourself when you're 16? When you were 16?
There's so many things. Like I was so high on energy. I still am, but I didn't know how to control it. Also, I had anger issues. Like if I'm not able to,
Really?
like even if I'm solving a math problem and if I'm not able to find the answer, I will get angry. I'll throw my pen. It's like, why the fuck can I not solve this?
Yeah.
And I used to get angry because of this. And there were so many things. If I'm playing soccer, if I'm playing cricket, if I get out, I'm angry. Bro, it's just a sport. It's just a game.
Yeah.
And I just learned with time that anger comes from frustration, and somewhere it is also a kind of energy. Your brain releases some chemicals, and then just use them, utilize them. You have an instant energy, use them. Like just control them, just use it somewhere productive. So
Put it into something that like you really care about. Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. When we talk about creativity, construction is also a side of creativity, and destruction is also a side of creativity. Like if I'm thinking of destroying something, I'm actually thinking of
Yeah.
creating something that will destroy something. So it's just the output on which direction you are trying to find, and that's where things started changing for me. I joined martial arts, and then I got the calm in violence. Like when you're boxing, when you are getting punched, and then you realize that, oh, no matter how angry you get, if the person is better than you, he's technical, he knows his stuff.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Like,
so
you know what? Like, and I'm going, like, I don't, what? So I have like symptoms of borderline personality disorder as well.
yeah, yeah,
So I've had like the
yeah,
psychosis and everything like that. But like with
yeah,
the borderline personality disorder symptoms, you get really angry and you get explosive. So
yeah,
like people like I like the way people do like think I'm soft and stuff like that because I never thought that was a bad thing. Like I think like being soft, like that means like kind nature than like
Yeah,
you butterfly and stuff like that. It's like really nice quality. But like say like at me dad, like my dad could like really annoy me and then I'd be like, fuck off you. Like my dad's about 6 foot. So
yeah,
that's being brave. Like so
yeah,
like but it's like anger also like can make you very like if you don't release enough anger, you actually get very upset. Like I remember
yeah,
learning that like in a book, like it was like you actually if you don't like release your anger enough, you get depressed. Like
yeah,
from just not releasing that anger. So I'm glad we actually touched on that topic as well.
yeah. So
Like, let's talk about the anger.
we're not talking about the anger, and then, yeah, but that's the funny thing. Anger again, it's an emotion, and talking about how we evolve as a person as well. Because talking about the 16-year-old us, uh, now what happens is, listen, anger is something which is which always asks you to react to something.
Yeah.
But then if you respond to the situation and you don't react, that's still an anger. Like if someone is pissing me off and I want to punch on his face, that's a reaction. But what if I just take that anger and I give a response? You
You have
wait
to,
there,
yeah.
just wait what I do to you, bro. And that's also
You
anger. So
can't
I'm
see
not.
what I was doing, yeah.
You just wait for my time, bro. So
Give me 2 seconds, let me put my shoes on.
yeah, so that's the thing. And then once you take that time, I think the anger also gets distributed in so many things that, what can I do? If can I grab a hold of him in city center, like once he's out of the club, and then
Yeah, let
so
me
yeah.
just like find the game works and just see what time he clocks out well.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's also anger. Now what this has done is anger has actually distributed in so many emotions. Like it can become funny, it can become creative, it can also lower down your hormonal level, that just calm down. There are so many people, like my friends, they are guys, they cry in anger. Like it's like, and
Yeah.
they have tears in their eyes because they're angry.
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm
then it
telling
just,
you. That's what I'm telling
yeah,
you. Like when you don't release, like when you don't actually release that anger in like a punch and force, like or whatever, like or
yeah,
whatever you do to like bite your copybook when you can't get the answer right, whatever.
yeah,
Then you actually start getting depressed, and you actually just like release it in another way, which is just crying, you know,
yeah.
like which is like totally understandable. And I actually like the way your friends actually, your male friends cry. I actually like that. Like bring some of them over to Ireland, would you? Need to see some crying.
No, but and somewhere I think that is also a good thing, because I think that's a superpower as well if you can cry it out.
Yeah.
There have been situations that I wanted to cry, but we've been raised the way which was wrong, that men don't cry, which
That's
is a
bullshit.
wrong thing to say. That's bullshit. That you don't have to
That is
say
actually
this.
bullshit, yeah.
So
It
if
is.
yeah, it is. Like if we would have cried, we would have been normal. That okay, it's done. It's what's done is done. So yeah, that's a learning that happened. So if I have to say anything to my 16-year-old self, it's like just cry it out. It's okay. You don't have to,
Yeah.
like, the world is
You
not
don't
on your
have to bottle
shoulders.
it up. You don't have to bottle it up, yeah, 100%.
So yeah, we are getting into the closing segment again. Ife, what's the vision and the goal from here? Like, you have released your first album.
Wait, wait,
How
first
often?
single. First single.
First single, first single,
First
first
single,
single.
not album.
Like it's
Not
the
yet.
first single.
Yeah.
So how do you go from here? Any roadmap that you have created, or is just
Right.
randomly things are happening?
So like I don't like to put myself under pressure with like some sort of roadmap
Yeah,
because like the hustle is expensive,
yeah,
studio time, album art, all that costs money, so the hustle is
yeah.
expensive. So I'm going into studio tomorrow to start a song called, I want to call it Ambitious. So it's gonna be an interesting one for sure.
Wow, interesting. Yeah.
I've showed you the beat. It sounds good. And behind the scenes, I've showed him the beat. He knows it sounds fire. Um,
That would be interesting.
so it sounds,
You'll hit another audience for sure this time.
yeah,
Like,
100%. So the
yeah,
beat sounds unreal, and the words are like, it's like sort of like a diva sort of kind of thing going on.
interesting.
Um, Oh, sugar. I just sorry, sorry,
No,
guys.
that's natural.
That's natural. It's just natural. But
It's the teaser. It's the teaser of the it's the teaser of
it's
the
the diva
promotion.
coming out. It's the diva coming out.
Yeah,
So it's like it's good word, like good lyrics, so like the roadmap is like April, hopefully get that show, like that show segment in at Lone.
nice.
Then go like moving back to Waterford, so I'll be trying to go to as many open mics as possible, trying to go
Yeah,
to events, network that network, keep on putting music out there online,
yeah.
keep on showing like this like new Aoife that was like repressed for years. So
Perfect, perfect.
she's ready to come out.
No, that's perfect. And just one last question again, like where do you see yourself on the like mental stability side? Is this your best, or you're still there to
Still
achieve your
cover.
best version of Ife?
This is right. Actually, you know what? I like that question. I think that this is the best version of me because it's like the not scared Aoife. You know,
Mm,
because for
mm.
years I was so afraid. Like you know yourself. Like when you're living in Dublin and stuff like that, you're thinking, "Oh, everyone else's opinion is so
Yeah,
valid and everything like that." Really, it's like it's invalid. Like like only like. If you want someone's input, ask your friends and family. They're like people that like matter to you in your life. But if you want your own validate, like that's input, but your own validation is your most important validation. And like even I was asking you like yesterday, oh, can I
yeah,
show you some lyrics?
yeah,
I just want to know if they're all right, and then you were like,
yeah.
Aoife, don't be asking.
Yeah, you, the subject matter expert.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
no,
so that
completely
like
understandable.
that really like struck a chord with me for sure.
Yeah, no, perfect. So again, congratulations, Ife. It's a big step
Congratulations,
that
you
you have taken.
too.
Yeah, congratulations to us. Yeah, it's just
Yep.
it's just something that I read somewhere. It's one step at a time, one day at a time.
You know what?
So and that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I'm gonna tell everyone. It's just one step at a time, one day at a time.
One
Focus
thing at
on one thing at a time. Just focus on the next thing, and then the next thing, and let's see how it builds. Like the way we see time is, probably we want to be successful, we want to have fame. For me, it's not like that. It's not about fame. It's not about, like you wrote in your rap as well. You have to pay the bills. It is there,
yeah,
but it's not on the front seat. Like I want to get my art and craft first, and then excellence is there. If excellence will be there, the success will come. So that's
yeah.
not a problem.
Naturally, it will just all flow together in a flowing state. Like
Absolutely.
it's gonna happen
So
for us, 100%.
so again, congratulations, and just tell the viewers at the end that if they have to listen to your music, what are the channels that they can follow you? So
Right,
it's an
so because this show kid, everybody in the audience, so because this show kid, whatever way they do it, it comes up on a topic channel. So it's D dot H dot A reprimand on YouTube, on Spotify. Next song coming out is going to be called Ambitious by DHA on Spotify and YouTube. It's underneath a topic channel, so you know you'll be able to find me 100% with that album art because the album art
perfect.
is always fire.
We'll definitely put the links out as well. And then again, thank you so much for taking out time, Ife. And
No
this is,
problem. I'm so
we're going
happy.
to, we're going to connect back again, and there will be stories. The next time when we meet, we'll have more stories to share. We'll have more things to talk about, where we came from this point to the other point. Like,
Yeah,
like we said that, 4 years ago, the story was different. Like Ife for president was a different person. Today, we are meeting a different version of,
yeah.
each other. And the
The
next phase will
snake
be
skin
different.
shedding, the horse era.
You
Yeah,
have a good evening
you too.
and a good
Bye.
weekend. Bye bye.
Get Aoife
Bye.
on the beat, get Aoife for president, cause I'm the one calling the election. It's like I'm in the gym and I'm doing a lot of repping. Little girl from Finglas, and now I'm representing, counting the blessings and the lessons. Cause snake skin that I shedded.